Hi, I'm Jim.
And I'm Yurim.
And welcome to the first edition of First Touch, a new sports video from the Korean Daily where we introduce rules and regulations of Korean sports that are different from other countries. Just like in baseball or football or rugby or many other sports, your first touch is your first contact with the ball. This is your first contact with Korean sports.
And in our first episode, we're going to talk about baseball, specifically about the foreign players, the signing regulations that the KBO has on the foreign players.
Yeah, so we don't want to do the whole video here in a boring studio, so we're going to head out to a baseball stadium and tell you a little bit more. The Gochok Skydome, home of the heroes, including Park Byung-ho here, who played in the MLB. And on the way here, we picked up my dog Trigger, who's also a keen baseball fan. Now, foreign players have been playing in the KBO since 1998. Until 2013, there were 2 players on every team, and they were nearly always pitchers.
Yeah, so starting in 2014, the KBO changed its regulations, so each team can have up to 3 players maximum, but 2 of the players have to be pitchers and 1 of the position players.
Right, well they can have 2 position players if they want.
Yeah.
They just can't have more than 2 pitchers. Not every team does that. Sometimes teams have less than 3 players. This year the Doosan Bears let a player go back in June.
Yeah, I think so.
Paradez never replaced him, so they just continued with 2 pitchers for the rest of the season. Now this year the rules are changing again.
No, they did replace him.
Not with another first base.
With Van Sweet.
Oh, but then they got rid of him as well.
Yep.
Either way, this year the rules are changing again, right?
Yeah. Starting this year, the KBO set a limit to the club spending on their foreign players, $1 million.
Okay, including signing? What about players who are already here and already earning more than $1 million?
So that regulation doesn't apply to those that already played in the KBO team.
Okay, so to put it in perspective, how many players earned more than $1 million last year?
I think 13.
13. So 13 out of a possible 30 maximum foreign players earn more than $1 million. So that's likely to take a hit on how many foreigners they can recruit. There are 10 baseball teams in Seoul. There's the Heroes, who play here at Gochok Skydome.
Yeah.
They don't currently have a name. They were the Nexon Heroes, but they don't have a sponsor name until next season, although they will be sponsored by Kium.
Yeah.
Over in Eastern Seoul, we have Doosan Bears, my team, and Trigger's team. And we also have the LG Twins. And just west of Seoul in Incheon, we have the SK Wyverns, this year's champions.
Yes, and not far from Seoul, in Suwon, they have the KT Wiz, and in Daejeon, they have the Hana Eagles.
Yeah, and then down in the very southwest of the country, we have the Kia Tigers, last year's champions. And in the middle of the country, in Daegu, you have the Samsung Lions.
Yes, and in the very south of the country, they have the Lotte Giants in Busan.
Yep, your team.
Yes, my team. And in Changwon, they have the NC Dinos.
Right. So not all of those teams have got booked foreign players for next year yet, right?
No, not yet. 3 of the teams have finalized their contracts, but the rest still have some quotas left.
We're recording this on November the 27th, and as of today, 14 out of 30 potential foreign players have been signed with teams in Korea.
Yep.
Here at Gochok Skydome, the Heroes have filled all 3 of their slots. They re-signed pitcher Jake Brigham and outfielder Jerry Sands, and they've added Eric Jokish from the Oakland Athletics.
Yep, and the Hana Eagles also filled their quotas. They re-signed outfielder Jared Hoeing at $1.4 million and added pitchers Warwick Southpold from the Toledo Mudhens and Chad Bell from the Gwinnett Spinners to their roster.
Just to be clear, these might not be their most recent teams, just the most famous ones.
Yep.
Now, the Twins have also filled their roster. They've re-signed pitcher Tyler Wilson for $1.5 million. He was already signed, so the $1 million cap doesn't apply to him. And they've signed Casey Kelly, also a pitcher from the San Francisco Giants. And one more this morning. Who was that? Tommy Joseph.
Tommy
Joseph of the Philadelphia Phillies.
And down in Gwangju, the Kia Tigers have signed outfielder Jeremy Hazelbacker. From the Minnesota Twins, and pitcher Jacob Turner, also from the Toledo Mudhens.
A big year for Mudhens at the KBO.
Sure is.
Elsewhere in the KBO, the KT Wiz have signed pitcher Raul Alcantara from the Oakland Athletics again. And the SK Wyverns have signed pitcher Brock, I'm going to say Dixon Horn, but I might be pronouncing that wrong. I'm sorry, Brock, if that's the case. From the Corpus Christi Hook.
Yes, and the NC Dinos, Samsung Lions, Lotte Giants, and the Doosan Bears have yet to sign a single foreign player.
Now, just quickly before we head back to the office, we're here at the Go Talk Skydome. We keep referring to the team here as the Heroes. Now, the reason we're doing that is because until last season, they were the Nexon Heroes. Nexon's naming sponsorship contract ended with the Heroes. As soon as the season ended, they are now sponsored, at least for naming rights, by Kium Securities. But Kium haven't announced yet what they'll name the team. We'll hear that in January. I think we'll do another episode looking more into the detail of KBO names.
Yep.
Yeah. That was the first episode of First Touch. It was alright, we're still learning how this format works, so please do let us know any suggestions.
And please do comment below if you have any questions, and it doesn't have to be baseball.
We'll talk about any sport you want within reason. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.